This is Jedi General Pong Krail. I welcome you to the Voice of the Republic podcast. Listen to this podcast. That is in order.
Your reputation precedes you, General. The reputation of a great new podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Voice of the Republic podcast. This is Bonnie Peace, Baru from Star Wars.
Time to see who's smart enough to join the hunt. The hunt for the Voice of the Republic podcast.
Recording.
Hello, Star Wars fans across the galaxy. Welcome to the Voice of the Republic podcast. My name is Daniel, and joining me is fellow host Rari Williamson.
Hello.
You know, I was about to repeat the same as every week, but I'm just going to stop myself
Well,
this time.
Technically, you just did.
No, because usually it's another week, another show.
Yeah, and then the last episode and the one before that, you went on and said, "Oh, I'm not going to bother saying it."
I really need to start writing this down so I can remember what I've said and what I didn't.
Oh, you said just. Oh, that shouldn't be too done. It should only take you like 10 minutes. Just write down the same thing around 5 or 6 different times. Yeah, you've got what you've said in the podcast there.
I suppose you're right, so how's your week been?
Christmas!
Oh yeah, of course it was Christmas week.
Yeah.
Lots of presents I can see.
Yeah. And still more to come.
Really?
Yeah, because like my mum and dad live separately, so like I get different presents from him at some point. So tomorrow I get the presents from him. That's gonna mean a lot more collectibles.
Suppose that's a good thing in a way.
Yeah, I'm not really too concerned.
Obviously, this is our last podcast of 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say we should make it one to remember, but it doesn't sound right.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, I'm just saying one to say goodbye to 2012 and welcome 2013.
Okay, next episode will be special just because we're welcoming 2013, but this is still special.
It'll be the 4th of January or next one, so...
5th, yeah. Oh, Google, I hate you. They told me the wrong dates. I like sent off to like 2 or 3 cast people. Hey, do you want to be on the podcast on the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th? Then one of the cast had to tell me the dates were wrong.
Oh.
That was like so bad.
And obviously we didn't record last week.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's twice we haven't recorded this year.
Yeah. The first one was definitely on you.
Yeah, the first one was on me for my computer just being its old self, I guess.
You're saying so this isn't its new self.
No, I suppose I kind of guess it's the beginning of a new era for the computer.
I won't call it that.
No, I wouldn't, because then it'll start doing like bad stuff and it'll just like cut out in the middle of a call or something, knowing it.
Anyway, move along.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you'd like to introduce today's guest.
We have voice actor Clare Grant, who voiced the character Latrazi on Star Wars: The Clone Wars in Season 4 with us today. So, how are you, Claire?
Hi.
Hello. Daniel.
That went awkwardly silent for a second.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good to have you on the show.
Daniel, that almost reminded me for a moment of the first Big Bang Theory episode, I'm just saying. Except they didn't say it like 5 times.
I bet if every time I listen to the podcast, I just realize that I do not change and I just say the same things every single week.
It took you 13 episodes with this being episode 13 to realize that.
Oh, what can I say?
What can we say? Daniel... No, what can we say? Daniel's a slow learner, people. He's like our Anakin. I'm the Obi-Wan because I have brains.
I don't want to go to the dark side.
You're already there. You're on the dark side of technology, Daniel.
Oh, so...
And yes, listeners, this is actually related to the podcast.
Yeah, somehow just we all just switch off all of a sudden and ease towards something non-related. Well, technically it could be related because it's Star Wars and that's
That's my point. Like loads of times in other episodes, we start making jokes that aren't even Star Wars related. But at least that time I kept it.
yeah. I mean, we've had weather, we've had cooking, we've
How
had.
are you gonna bring us there again? Just shut up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started.
So we weren't already started.
I'm losing words because of you now. So yeah, so hi there, Claire.
Hi.
Yeah,
Weren't we
as
already at this point?
yes, we were, but I forgot. So let's just get on with the questions before I decide to go off in another completely different subject.
We'll go and get your whiskey and annoy us all.
Isn't it you that's supposed to have the whiskey?
Well, yes. Well, you're the one in Scotland. Isn't whiskey kind of your thing?
I don't know if I should take that as an insult or not.
I don't know either. Please don't.
Oh, so yeah, so hi there, Claire again.
Oh
Hi.
my god.
Michael, you can't even give me a straight face now. My question for you
Hello, and welcome to Florham.
wow.
Okay, shut up.
So my question for you is, how was your experience of being part of the Clone Wars?
Um, sorry, I'm choking on coffee right now. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm. So, my experience on the Clone Wars. Dan, hello? Did I lose you guys?
Oh, we're still here.
Oh, my experience on the Clone Wars was awesome. I'm a huge Star Wars fan for my entire life and never even as a little kid dreamed that I could possibly be a part of the Star Wars world, let alone a bounty hunter. So it's, pretty rad.
Hmm. Yeah, and also my other question for you is, will we see you doing any future characters in the series?
I know lots will come back, and I'm sure if something fits, I'd love to come back and do a different voice on the show. Hopefully, we can find something that'll work for that.
Yeah, yeah, so thanks. Rari, you've got
The spotlight.
questions, I presume.
Yeah, my first question is, Claire, what was it like working with the rest of the Clone Wars cast?
It was really cool. For the most part, there were only a couple actors who were not present in the room the day that we did the recordings of the one episode. But for the most part, everybody was there, and we all just had a really good time. And we went through the whole episode. Everyone was really great. It was awesome to work with Daniel. Daniel's so cool, and it was, I don't know, it's fun, guys.
That's all we really need to know. It's fun, everyone's happy, and
Yeah,
there's no arguing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the people that work on that show, that do voices for that show, are also really big Star Wars fans. So we mainly just sit around and nerd out. Dave Filoni is the biggest Star Wars fan on the planet, so you get in a room with him, and it's just like nonstop Star Wars talk. And he's so excited about all the really cool stuff that they're working on, because they work so much further. What they're working on is so much further ahead than what you actually see on television. And his passion is so great that just hearing him talk about everything that's happening in the future just gets you so excited for it.
Dave Filoni needs to attend the convention Celebration Year 2 next year, then myself and him can talk all day about Star Wars and the Wolf Pack.
He's great. And he's really great with fans. He knows because he's a fan himself. He knows what it's like to be a fan and get to talk to people who are knowledgeable about what's going on behind the Star Wars doors.
Yeah.
So he's super cool to fans.
Yeah, and he is also like one of the biggest fans, if not the biggest, like of my favorite Clone Trooper Legion as well, the Wolfpack Legion.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that Legion was originated in honor of him.
Yeah. And my second question is, Seth Green had previously voiced on the show before you. Did he give you any advice before you recorded your lines with the cast?
His advice whenever I go in to do voiceover stuff is just to be me, and just have a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. And Daniel, do you want to read out the Facebook questions?
Sure. So we've got a question from David Mozingo here, who says, "How did you get the voice of bounty hunter Latz Razzie?"
Dave Filoni is a friend of ours, and he knows that I am an actor. So when they created this role, he immediately just thought of me and thought that I'd be really good for it. So he just asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and obviously I said yes and jumped up and down and screamed a lot.
Yes. So and also question. No, we've got two questions from Abraham Chen. First of all, what was it like working on the episode Bounty with people like Daniel Logan, Simon Pegg, and all the others?
Didn't we just answer this question? I mean, I can totally answer it again. Simon
I'm not
wasn't.
sure.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
the
we
first
did.
question you asked. Yeah. Yeah, Simon wasn't in the room. He does remote recording because he's usually not in the country. But I was in the room with Daniel and Meredith Salinger and a couple of other folks. I can't really remember who else was in there. It was so long ago, but it was just it was a really fun experience. They're all really talented, and it was great to see their process and how they uh, get everything out.
Yeah, and also, what is your opinion on the Ventress at the beginning of Revenge when she is having a drink with Latz?
Which should be brothers, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. I personally think that's awesome. It's cool to see Ventress having a girlfriend and to find somebody that she can get along with and be buddies with. Um, since she's been such a solo warrior fighting her own battle for so long and on the run, and even when she was, the apprentice, she was still kind of on her own. That's just the way that the Sith works. So I think it's cool. I think it shows great strides in her character and the development of her from being super dark villain to walking a line of, well, is she gonna like turn a good foot, or is she gonna stay on this bad path? I think having a friend is it's a really positive move in anybody's life and interesting.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
And
yeah,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
honor. It was my character.
and I think we have one more question from him that says, "Were they and the other hunters still a team then?"
Yes, the hunters remain a team. They all work together, but Ventress, she disbands. She only does that like one mission with them, and I think the only thing she took with it was a new friend.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all of the questions. If I'm correct, am I correct, Larry?
If you use your eyes, maybe you'd know.
Yeah, the screen froze, so I couldn't see. Yeah, that's.
Why didn't you say that first before I said
I'm
my
not. I'm not.
thing?
It would have saved all this hassle.
Yeah. But yeah, straight and to the point, that's all the questions.
Okay, that's all the questions. And any else you'd like to ask, even though you said that's all the questions?
Okay, Claire, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think you'll be at the Celebration Europe 2 event in Germany next year?
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, that's the answer I wanted to hear.
We should add.
What?
We should just add that question into the script because you asked everybody that come on every week.
No, I asked everyone if they're going to be a convention. That really should be paid a script. Oh, God. Daniel, I just do it last minute because I always want to make sure I know who I've got to see at each event.
I bet you're making a list now.
I, oh no, I haven't been keeping up with that list, damn it.
Just like
Yeah,
right.
I made like a Word document for the Star Wars friends over the internet, like you and the cast I've got to meet up with, but Dave Filoni with a question mark beside him is the only cast one I've got listed there. That's based on like speculation based on a blog post.
Yeah. Oh, so I think that's all our questions
Yeah.
for.
Cool.
Thanks for being on the show, Claire.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You guys have a good time.
Yeah, it was good having you on, and hopefully maybe we'll have you on again some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for being on the show tonight.
Yeah, have a good time, guys. Bye.
Bye. Well, I got really nervous for some reason tonight.
What? Because you were talking to a lady? We've talked to ladies before, mate.
God, if this is what I'm like with Claire, imagine if we have Ashley on some point.
Now imagine what it'll be like if you actually met Claire in person.
I'd just be like standing there in complete silence.
Yeah. She'd be like, "What are you staring at?"
I'm just like,
and then you'd run off. Seriously, do I actually ask that convention question all the time now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just add it into the script. Add it into the script next week, so we know. Yeah,
Shall I ask John Chapman that? But that's because I helped him with some of the convention things.
Yeah, true. I think I don't think you asked like for the first few weeks, but then you started to ask like I think it was from
That's because when I got more into convention mood. I mean, I am just so hyper in convention terms right now.
I think it was after Chris Edgerly you started. No, I think it was after Bonnie actually you started to.
Yeah, I'm sure I actually asked Bonnie as well. Come to think of it.
Then it was after Chris. Chris Edgerly.
No, wait a minute. I know I asked Bonnie over Facebook and if she was going to be at the event. I'm not sure I did on the podcast.
We definitely started a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember when we started.
Yeah, definitely.
But this shouldn't really be a subject that we should be discussing.
Well, it is for me. I know I need to get Claire to sign my poster.
Oh, true, you've got that poster.
Yeah, and that's where Z is on it.
Yes.
But it's so annoying, dude. Like, it's such a long poster. It's like 11 columns. So, like, it will be so annoying if a character's around the middle. If it's at the end or at the end or the top of the poster, I could just unroll it there.
Yeah.
And easy, but I think Lats is around the middle of the poster, which is the worst part.
Shame you can like plan the poster out yourself.
Yeah.
Then again, it would probably just be Wolfpack everywhere.
Dude, I'm not biased.
So.
But I'll tell, if I could make 8 changes to the poster, I would take some of the stupider characters out and put clones like Comet and Headcase in. Because surprisingly, even though there's a lot of clones on it, those two aren't actually on it. And Headcase was like one of the main clones of the Embarrack as well.
Let's not name any of the stupid characters just in case we have their actors one day on the podcast.
Well, these characters are like all voiced by Mind Appeal, and that's not actually my point. Some of them don't even have voice actors. You know them bounty hunters from the box?
Yes.
Yeah, most of them didn't even have voices in it. I mean, some of the regular cast, like James Earl Taylor and Ashley Eckstein, like they did the noise when a certain character died. Like most of them didn't even have a noise. They just like yeah, they just like didn't make any noises or speak. It was and like those all those bangers are even on there, and yet there's no one to sign for those characters, which is stupid. And
Yeah.
then there's characters like you probably don't remember this guy, but do you remember the Rhodian in the episode Friends and Enemies?
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
dealer.
Yeah.
I really hope Rhodian friend Ronan isn't listening to this, but that character really shone me on the poster because like he wasn't even an interesting character. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, if we get some Rhodian rage, we know who it is.
Yeah, and we know who would saying that. And there's also characters like Tryla and Chieftain Pida from A Friend in Need.
Yeah.
The main co-people. No. But I even think like characters like Pablo and those two main co-people were just voiced by your regular cast as well. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I think today is officially our first episode without a how do I call it? Friend,
Yeah,
cast,
guest.
guest, not just guest,
Just friend guest.
friend guest.
I actually think we haven't had. I actually think in another recent episode we may not have had a friend guest on either. Because we've had cast guests on every week, but I'm pretty sure we missed having a friend guest on one
I
week.
think we always got a last minute
Yeah.
because I think last week we didn't have.
Last week we didn't have an episode. The week before it was the all last minute rush thing with Ben Diskin.
Yeah,
But
but it
we
was
also, yeah,
Ben and Brian.
yeah, that could become a meme, just based on the name. I'm fairly sure there was one recent episode where we had a cast guest, but not a friend guest. Oh, the episode we were meant to have Chris from the Underworld on.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't turn up.
Yeah, I actually can't remember who we recorded with on that episode.
We recorded with. Let's see, that was episode 11, if I'm correct.
Yeah, probably was.
That was with. Oh well, that's handy. I put another fun guest in the title and didn't name who it was.
Should I look up on Google?
Yeah, cause oh wait, I've got it. It was
Are you sure you've got it?
yeah, it was Toby Phil.
Toby, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
was
Toby Philpott.
Yeah. Which I think I called him Phil Pitt or something like that first. Yeah. So is there second?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just. Sorry, I love your comment.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
So yes.
Now the listeners will be wondering what we're on about, what comments.
Let them just imagine, and let's just not tell them. Just.
Okay, let's carry on before we just start pissing ourselves and hyping this.
Oh, so unfortunately, our friend guest, who was
Person.
supposed to be Stephen Scott, who's known by FlyGuy.net on YouTube, didn't turn up. Didn't turn up. So we're without him tonight.
He doesn't get a cookie.
No, he doesn't get any of our wiki cookies.
Yeah.
Special the voice of the Republic podcast wiki cookies.
Yes, I don't think they're special. Lots of other people can make them, dude.
No, you only eat them.
Unless you do drawings of our faces on each Wookiee cookie, I don't think they're really special.
You don't get to eat them unless you come on the podcast. Because I'll just write TVOTR on the cookies.
Yeah. It even took you a while to realize that was our initials.
I got carried away with VOTR. So
You get carried away with everything.
yeah, I suppose so. Just like we're getting carried away now.
Talking random stuff.
Yeah, talking random stuff when, you know.
Okay, just before we go away from randomness, I have to say one thing. Daniel,
Go ahead.
guess what I have with me?
Oh God, do I want to know?
Popcorn.
Way, I've not got any with me tonight.
Yeah, I'm not eating it right now, obviously.
I didn't have money. I didn't have enough money to afford popcorn this week, so.
If you can't even afford popcorn, how can you afford a computer?
Oh, but that was already bought.
Fair enough.
So our subjects for the second part of the podcast are.
What kind of voice is that?
I have no idea. So season 5. Are we really gonna get into season 5 again? I think we've talked it for the last.
Well, that's why I wanted to hear Steven's opinions on it, but he didn't show.
That's what happens, Stephen. No wiki cookies for you.
And then when he does come on, he'll have to come on another time before he gets his cookie.
Well, he might not deserve his cookies next time.
That's my point. He'd have to wait another time to go onto the podcast.
So yeah, so just like we don't know Steven's opinion. We all know your opinion by now, Rary.
Yes, I love all the episodes. I could kiss their feet, enjoy.
And we all know my opinion.
Yeah, you could kiss most of their feet, enjoy.
Apart from the very last episode we saw.
Because you just can't handle the fact that Gregor wasn't in the episode. Sorry, just be honest. That's why you didn't like it. You actually
No.
the show.
No, because I watched I watched the Younglings and I survived that, so it's not to do with.
What do you mean you survived? That was a brilliant act. I mean, not. I think I will give you some people I think may have gone a bit far from it were the best acts.
Yeah.
But still a great act anyway.
I mean, you think I'm a clone person, but I've changed a bit recently.
You don't say.
I do say.
Welcome to Scotland.
Why didn't I see that coming?
Because we're going on about you do say, you don't say. That's why you didn't see it coming.
I think we've got Justin absolutely killing himself in laughter.
Probably. Now people will be wondering who this mysterious Justin is.
Yes, this is some guy called Justin Marsh, and he's recording the podcast for us tonight. We paid him a couple of dollars an hour. So he's only getting
if we don't even reach 1 hour, he doesn't get paid.
That's the whole point. He's like the illegal immigrant of recording podcasts.
Well, you should have just left illegal immigrants.
Well, technically, he might be because we're in the UK and he's in America, so technically he's recording us. So.
You actually just completely said that wrong. When you said we're UK, he's America, that means he's on the dark side and we're on the light side. Did you see his comment below in the messages?
He's probably fuming at the other side. If you see some smoke coming across the ocean,
then I know Daniel's house has been burned down.
We've done it again.
Yeah. I blame this mysterious person.
Yes, this mysterious person. Maybe he'll be lucky enough to come on the podcast someday.
Oh god, of course chaos.
He's on the waiting list, which is 450 pages long.
Actually, I changed it to 575.
Oh yeah, okay. I suppose yeah, that's about right. All our friends, all my friends, all your friends, and then random people that watch the show.
Well, hey, after all, I've got 600 Facebook friends. Well, over, actually.
So how does that work out?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, one per week.
Just like that means we're gonna have to have about over 600 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so and
Hey, Daniel, did you hear the rumor?
what rumor?
The world's gonna end in 2013.
I think they need to let us calm down from 2012 before 2013.
You know they'll never do that.
I
They'd
mean,
always just
oh,
make up the latest crap and all that.
if everybody were freaking out like mad, and I just thought the people that were freaking out like mad would play pranks on them, which entertained me for like a couple of hours.
It didn't
It's
even
probably,
entertain me at all, and I'm a very humorous guy.
and I got up like 1 minute before the world was supposed to end, and I put on the news, and it just like the world is hit end the end of the world has not happened. I'm just like, told you.
People are such idiots.
I bet it's Americans that start the rumor.
That's nice. Anyway, let's get back to discussing the numbers.
Yeah, so
What do you expect in the second half of season 5?
more action.
I expect a lot of deaths. Daniel
Yeah.
have his pants wet repeatedly.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good season all over. I'm still not liking the fact that people are saying that this is gonna be the last season because Disney took take over. I mean, I don't see the theory in that.
There's no theory. I mean, it's one of the stupidest arguments going around supposedly these days. The other is still the one regarding the Tarzan figure that doesn't exist in the battle pack. I mean, those two are literally the stupidest Star Wars arguments going around right now. I mean, did you actually, Daniel, I'm actually curious, did you see the argument I had with that guy in the Clone Wars Geeks Unite group about the Night Sister figure?
Yeah,
Oh my god, wasn't that just so bad?
it's kind of funny in a way. Then
It
again,
was
isn't
funny at the start, but then the guy just got completely stupid. Well, actually, what was that? It was like so boring in the north.
yeah.
That's 1 hour of building my Lego Malevolence that I'll never get back. Thank you very much.
Oh, is Justin complimenting me? No, I don't think so. Oh, he is. Oh, okay, fair enough. Thanks.
I think he's been nice.
I can't. I'm excited. Okay, now you're gonna think I'm a complete clone fan again, but I'm excited to see Thorn.
I'm excited to see Foreign get foreigned. Bad pun, let me know.
But I mean, if he's just gonna be like all the good clones, then I don't see the point of bringing him in because he'll come in, he'll fight some droids, he'll die, and that'll be the end of him.
Yeah, this is actually my theory. Now, because like I firmly believe now that the Kato Neimoidia stuff, which Foreign seems to be a part of, is going to be part of the Clover sect.
Yeah.
And my theory is, Dave Filoni said in his original post about Foreign that he's only going to be in one episode. My theory is Foreign will come into the last Clovis episode.
Yeah.
Like he'll be part of some sort of rescue force that has to rescue somebody, and basically, he and his squad are gonna have to sacrifice themselves to save whoever will be, probably Anakin, Obi-Wan, and all our heroes. That's so cool. So that's my theory. I think it's gonna end up something like that. It's gonna only be one episode film.
It'll end up being the rescue mission that needs to be rescued.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shut
They're
up,
just
Justin.
they're just gonna sacrifice some clones just to save Skywalker.
Or Kenobi, or the usual.
Hmm.
I don't like Justin's last comment. I don't know if you read it, but
Of course, I've read it. Oh, how foolish he is. No one gets my everlasting respect. They get respect for years, but not everlasting.
don't say that. Remember, he's the one that's recording the episode. He might stop. Okay, fair enough. At
Yeah.
least he agrees. Yeah.
I got the power! I actually think that's a song.
Yes, I got the power.
Yeah, I think I did a pretty good voice job of it there.
Yeah.
No, here's
Yeah.
another song for you. Why can't we be friends?
I'm trying to think who I need to say that to.
I should just randomly like go to my own post on the Facebook group, the one where myself and that guy at the egg and post that video.
Did you get did you get the autograph sent out to?
No, I still haven't. The stupid printer's not working.
I'm gonna kick myself, but I can't remember his name. Oh, Chris Monk, that's it.
Actually, I say this a few times now, but like, do you remember how I used to call him Chris Munchka on an episode before we had him on this podcast?
Chris Muncher. No.
Then yeah, those are my theories about what Foreign and what his role is. I really
Yeah.
don't. To be honest, like I'm actually going to be completely honest with you. It's great that they're giving a nod to Avengers. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Thor, who was I've seen the Avengers now. He is a bit of a badass character.
Badass.
Like Foreign. If you're trying to reference Thor, make him somewhat similar at least. Make him have like the same colors and all. I mean, Foreign can. Like this was another thing that kind of irritated me at first, but like it's understandable really when you look back on it. But Foreign, he kind of does look like Fox. I mean, the helmet design is obviously different. The body design, like they've basically taken some of Fox's parts and changed them with Foreign's.
Yeah.
Like where Fox is the I should actually look for my Fox figure. I can see it. Where Fox is the Van Merkin of the body, like he has it more around the stomach area. Foreign, I think, has it around the chest area instead. So basically, aside from the helmet, Foreign is Fox basically.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of a lame attempt to reference to Foreign, and not really. I don't know. It just kind of seems a bit cheap, and they're trying to reference a character, but it doesn't look like the character. Well, I mean, obviously, Foreign can't look like Thor. They're, completely different things, but like, it should at least make some of the Americans similar that you can reference to Thor, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so.
And yeah, it is actually confirmed now that after the Droids arc is over, we will get probably the most anticipated arc of the season, the Maul arc.
Woohoo!
The rest of it, of course, is meant to be a 4-part arc originally. Like, we're gonna get the rest of that now.
Seeing Maul in Mandalorian armor style will be weird.
I'm not even sure he's gonna wear Mandalorian armor, to be
Just
honest.
because we see it, we like see a helmet modified.
Yeah, that might just be like what a Mandalorian modes or something, because we then see a shot with a similar background where Maul is approaching Obi-Wan and he's in his like regular Sith gear.
Just like Here's a Mandalorian thing we made for you. Oh, get it out of my face.
Yeah, just like Darth Maul's Mandalorians. That's what I've called them.
Yeah. So what's been what's been your Star Wars highlight of this year then?
Um, like I'd say meeting a Star Wars girl. That still hasn't happened yet.
I
um,
thought you'd say that.
then why'd you laugh?
Hmm.
But I'd say getting that poster, especially when I get some signatures on it, will be good. Revival, seeing that episode, that was pretty good. Honestly, I actually have to be honest here. It was like I was watching the Clone Wars in a completely different way. I've never told anyone this, but it's like this is gonna sound kind of dirty, but it was kind of exhilarating to be honest for me watching it. It's like I was watching not just the Clone Wars, but Star Wars in a completely new way.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I was watching it in like a new depth or something, like realizing how Obi-Wan rather than Anakin is like one of the more you know developed characters for Star Wars lore as a whole. Because I mean, just think about it. In Revival, he sees a Jedi killed before him brutally, and even though like this obviously isn't mentioned in the Clone Wars of the movies, in the EU he was good friends with Galia, which is why he was sad when she died, of course. He sided with someone he probably would have thought he wanted to side with in Hondo, and then he was
Yeah.
basically fighting Maul and Savage on his own, and of course Maul being back probably would be a bit of a nightmare for him. That started in Revenge, and it's only going to get worse for Obi-Wan regarding Maul.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, seeing Adigalia's death was a new way to see it in Star Wars, just like getting absolutely smashed by Maul's horns.
Getting Savages, it was Savage, not Maul.
Savage.
Yeah, just getting stabbed through the tits with horns.
See the what?
Really catchy Clone Wars.
I think there's a page on Facebook. I can't remember which one it was now, and it was like that exact shot when she just gets hit by the horns, and it's like caption
Yeah, the way
context.
she makes that shocked face as if she can't
Yeah,
believe it's that dirty.
there were so many funny responses to that.
It was so funny that.
I think somebody put like oh, I forgot to take the washing out the washing machine or something like that. It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, but seriously, the one about how Eddie Gully couldn't believe the Bush could be so horny. I mean, that was probably.
So yeah, so I think we were supposed to talk about collecting, but that was with Stephen. And
We're talking Clone Wars, so yeah. At least one topic.
so what's been your favorite figure this year?
Uh, I don't think I can name any because most of them have been pretty bad. Well, except for the vintage collection, of course. It's pretty good. Clone Wars. Um, I, I think based on what I have so far, with only needing the Wolfpack gift set left, I'd probably have to say the Phase 2 Cody, because of
Yeah,
that it's way better than any of the other Cody figures, Phase 1 or Phase 2.
yeah,
Phase 2 Cody and the line and great articulation as well. Um, I'd also have to mention Scuba Soka as well. I know she only has 7 points of articulation, 9 a swivel waist. The detail is pretty fucking phenomenal on it, excuse my language.
that's fine. We're used to it now.
Yeah. It just is phenomenally detailed. I mean, some of the Ahsoka figures before have had some problems with the detail, but that one is still good. And vintage collection wise, um, Starkiller, Shapeless, and Malgus, all three of them combined, who I got at the same time, they're really good. So yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I'm glad I got probably wasn't the highlight. I'm not sure what it was, but I think I'm just happy I got all the phase 2
Yeah.
commanders.
Yeah. And the
Rex.
vintage collection Death Maul as well, might I add, is really
Yeah.
good. Again, some of them getting the phase 2 plans as well, as you mentioned, is a highlight, especially me with some custom ones of like troopers like Boyle, Waxer, Comet, Tuck, and Kits.
Yeah.
So that I can at least be sure that I'll have figures of them, because Hasbro might not make them, given their restrictions. Yeah. But here, yeah, Daniel, which would you say has been the best 2012 figure for you?
Oh God, you know how much I love collecting. Based on what I think I've
You don't love as much as me, do you?
no, that was actually sarcasm, just in case.
It didn't really sound like it, I was just checking.
I have to, based on what I've bought. I can't. I
All you
think
have to do is look at your shelf. It's a pretty small shelf anyway.
you probably hate me, but I think like the figure that I enjoyed picking up the most was the commando.
Republic Commando Boss.
Yeah,
Why would I hate you for that?
I don't know. The worst I'd probably say picking up was probably Rex because of his articulation.
The Clapton Rex. It's by far
Captain Rex.
the Clapton Rex. It's by far the worst figure of 2012, hands down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was just the articulation surprised me. I thought everybody were like being a bit overreacting until I actually bought it, and I'm just like, even I can, even like I can bend more
Did you even
than that.
did you even watch my review of the Rex figure?
I started, yeah, I watched some of it, but
Some of it.
the ranting went on and on and on.
At least I wasn't being repetitive with my ranting.
Yeah.
That's it's just such a bad figure. Perhaps the worst I own. That's not including the few Power of the Force figures I may own. In fact, I guess they're Power of the Force purely because they have 5 points of articulation and wide hips. That
Yeah.
not even 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a bad figure. I'll definitely be getting the much updated 2013 Rex though, because it actually looks decent.
Yeah. I think this year has been my most productive year, to say it in some way, of buying figures. I think
Yeah,
I've
same.
increased my figures at least by 20 or 30 more this
Really,
year.
achievement. I must have like maybe even doubled my collection. Well, maybe a bit. Nah,
I think
maybe actually.
I think it was more the fact that I moved over to the UK and figures were so much cheaper here, and I thought, meh, I'll just go crazy.
Yeah, I guess. More available, I guess. I'm presuming when you said move to UK, you meant move from Spain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant. So what it was about, it was at least a couple more there. I think it was at least about 13 or 14 pounds a figure. But yeah, so no idea what expects us for next year due to Star Wars.
No, it's first Hasbro bills anyway. They're being quiet. I don't like that.
Well, obviously we're waiting on a
Toy,
lot of people are waiting on Celebration as well.
Toy Fair, then it's actually kind of amusing though. Because like Celebration, the American ones, of course, are usually around mid-August, end of August, yeah. So like, yeah, the companies usually have time to prepare their panels, but like this time with San Diego Comic Con, Celebration Europe 2 is like 2 weeks, maybe even just less, after San Diego Comic Con. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Yeah, and obviously all the figures that wait us next year.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I think
Well, not that much to be honest.
no.
2013 Wave 1 and Mini Rigs, that's already come out in America.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook a couple of days ago.
Yeah. I see. In all honesty, we've discussed this before, so I won't stay on the subject for long. The other three, aside from the Clone Wars one, just look like shit to me, basically.
Yeah. I think.
I mean, I think like the Republic attack dropship vehicle is cool. Don't get me wrong, but the figures, that's the problem.
But didn't we get a similar sort of dropship?
Yeah, this year in the Clone Wars line with it.
So what they've
And
basically
it's, no, they haven't. Well, I know what you're probably gonna say, but no, they haven't even restyled it to look realistic. It's the same animated shit.
the same ship just with a different figure,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, two figures and a different color.
Well, yeah.
That just doesn't interest me.
No, I'll probably go for the Walker.
Yeah, I think that's what F1 is gonna do. And
I
this
think-
is actually something interesting, and I discussed this with fellow YouTuber in the bill. Like Toys R Us, even though they have all 4 sets in stores, or some do anyway, they have the free crap sets on their website for purchase or whatever. Like they don't have the good set that most people want to buy on their website, which is weird. Maybe not even available on their website yet, but like listed on their website.
Yeah. I think, possibly some proper collectors. Obviously, you are as well, but some of them will probably just want to have all the sets for their collection.
Yeah. If I had absolutely millions of money to spend, then that would be me. I'd just buy everything I could. But and like, especially next year is going to be tricky for me because I'll be taking on a third type of collecting as well next year. So like, next year is going to be even tougher for me to on my wallet and all that than 2012 was, and that's saying something.
Your wallet's gonna start screaming at you.
Oh, it's already doing that. Had to beat the biatch down. I did avoid using the B word, people.
Yay! We'll give you an extra wiki cookie for that.
I've already got 15 in front of me. I'm fine.
Well, you're getting a 16.
Oh, God. I've already got a 9 pack as it is. Maybe 10. But yeah, I mean, autograph collecting, which is the third one I turned up. Like, it was kind of just the odd autograph for me, probably first. Of course, I only have James Taylor's one, so it's a bit wrong to say exactly in those words. Like, I want it to be a more serious collecting thing for me. Obviously, I don't want to be in the thousands of autographs like lots of people, maybe not even the hundreds, but I want to at least have autographs from celebrities I like. I mean, I want to get that poster filled up with all the autographs I can.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna have to like get D Bradley Baker to sign it repeatedly at different times or conventions. I don't just want to sign one clone picture, I want to sign several. So like obviously I'd ask him to sign Wolf first on the poster, then after that, who knows? I'd probably even ask him to sign his non-clone characters before I ask him to sign Rex. He'll be like really surprised, I can tell.
Just like, right, this clone, non-clone. Oh, yeah, and I forgot this one.
Yeah, just Wolf, then Sinker, then Boost, then Fives, then Cody, then Tup, then Jesse, then Kix, then you get the idea. And then his non-clone characters like Bosk. Actually, I know he voices a lot of non-clone characters, but aside from Bosk, I can never seem to remember any of them. But
that's the handy thing of Wikipedia.
Well, Wikipedia is useless.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just like wanted to get a lot of autographs signed. Daniel, did you actually see the post in my groups about the custom cardbacks thing?
Yeah.
I'd like to try and do that sometime. Like, I know there's a person who goes to the Invasion conventions. I go to well, a fan, not like actually part of conventions, just a fellow fan. Like, he does for the original trilogy actors, I presume. Which, in my opinion, is cool. He's doing what he wants. He's obviously an OT, you know what? You've the phrase before. Yeah. But like, and that's pretty cool. But I want to start that doing custom Quebecs, but French, they're a bit more,
Yeah.
other people. That sounded so wrong. Other people decide it, that's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, I mean, dude, I would never send a poster away through fan mail to someone in case I lose it at some point.
Yeah, you can.
That
You
would
can.
be bad. I won't mind probably losing a picture I printed using photo paper. That would be so bad, but to lose that poster, especially if I already had signatures on it, would just be kind of heartbreaking, to be honest. So, like, I try and privately meet up with the minor ones anyway.
Yeah.
Because like those ones who won't get invited to conventions. I mean, it's really cool what people like Clare Grant are doing, of course, because like they're going to conventions with their own accord. Like she was invited to Celebration 6.
Yeah.
She went anyway. Well, probably to support Seth Green. Well, and the fact that she's a Star Wars fan, obviously, but
Yeah.
definitely it's cool if celebrities do that of their own accord, use their own money, like not get invited there as signers and all that. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with using the word signers when I describe people who do autographs. I'm just like, signers, I just think it sounds so cool. I'm like a geek stroke about it now. Signers, signers, signers.
Just like walk into convention and like signers sign my poster.
That gives me an idea now.
Oh god, I've given you an idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, world, for giving Rory an idea.
But yeah, in all seriousness. But yeah, I just can't honestly wait to get that picture signed. I might have to wait a while. I mean, obviously there's that Heroes and Legends convention I'm planning on attending in February. That's
Yeah.
like Star Wars related. And even if they do get any Star Wars people, it's going to be like an artist or a sculptor, not like an actual actor, a puppeteer, or whatever, a voice actor. So like, apparently, from what I hear, there may not be an Invasion Dublin in May, which would really annoy me because I love that convention to death. And like, it would suit my Star Wars convention needs before Celebration Year 2.
Yeah.
Yes, so basically, I need to take a bath and have some water.
Will we see Separatist Destroyers do a whiskey review next year?
Don't count on it.
Oh, Dan will be anxious to see one.
He probably will, but he's going to be disappointed. I could fake drunkenness if you want, but in all seriousness, I won't be getting actually drunk anytime soon. I can try and fake it. All I have to do is rewatch Hondo and Naka and Vain Rescue time and time again. I should get the gist of it.
Oh, and
Hello, everyone. This is Destroyers.
just like
Yeah, pretty much like that.
what do you think we expect from the podcast next year?
Lots of interviews, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we'll get some bigger names next year.
Yeah, I mean, we've made a good start with the podcast, got some fun interviews, but we really need to get some big names on.
We need to boost our audience a bit next year.
Maybe. Well, going to Celebration Year 2 would definitely help. I mean, and if there is an invasion next year, like, you should make some sort of badges for the podcast and I can bring them around to the convention.
Just like sponsor everywhere.
Well, not like sponsor, just for talking about and handing out and all that.
Just so they know who we are.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. If they don't know who they are, then shame on them.
Yeah. They're missing out all the fun and shits and giggles and interviews, of course.
I heard another naughty word.
Shit! There's your naughty word, mate.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Of course you didn't see it coming, you're staring at a computer screen.
Then I didn't hear it coming through the sound vibrations of Skype.
Obviously you heard it.
I think we're running out of ideas. That's why we're talking about random stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to think what I can say.
Just don't say what Graham sometimes used to say to Colton.
Do I want to know what you used to say to Colton?
Well, do you?
Does our audience want to hear?
Probably not. But if they can survive through rude words, I'm sure they can survive this.
We'll make it even better. If you don't want to listen to this and you're too scared, cover your ears now.
All you'd miss is me laughing hysterically. Yeah, Graham used to jokingly ask Colton, "What are you wearing?" It's so creepy.
I'd just say, oh, I'm wearing my wee Scottish kilt.
Yeah, then he'd want to peek at it.
There might be kids listening to this.
So you wanted to hear.
We're gonna have angry parents, just like Hasbro got angry parents.
And just like the clone always supposedly did as well.
I'll just have to take care of the rage mail.
Yeah. Oh god.
But we're gonna have to in the intro we're gonna have to put parental guided warning.
Oh, this podcast is rated M for mature, remember that? If only we had mature people here. Looks at Daniel. I joke, of course, I joke.
Looks at Justin.
Good one, mate. Cyber high five. I'll high five you. Picture you high five mine.
Okay.
Done.
Oh.
You didn't say done on your pet.
Done.
Yeah, you're just saying that. You don't want to be seen touching your computer at night.
I was gonna say there's a hand mark, but now I'm not gonna say that.
Babe, you go home. Oh god, we are actually just so hyper now.
We have to make it a show to remember. It's the last of 2012. We have to make our audience wet their pants numerous times.
Okay. Can you think of something else? I need a bit of time to think.
I'm starting to run out of ideas now.
I would say something about strippers, but that's unoriginal, so I won't.
Yes, let's leave that subject alone.
Wait a minute. Look what I said to Justin.
He's probably just like raging, like, oh, if I could talk, what I'd say to them. but he can't because he's not got permission.
Daniel, do you want to know a rumor I heard?
Yes.
Penny Hasbro gonna make a couple of stripper figures in the new year. Don't know why. I mean, they always say they're a kids' company, but maybe they're getting out of that stupid habit.
Maybe they're letting out their inner self.
Yeah, the dirty-minded fiends, that creatures that they are. Oh god.
Maybe they're gonna team up now instead of like making kids figures. They're gonna team up with them Playboy.
Playboy. No, Daniel, I know that's your kind of thing, but don't bring it up in the podcast.
I think I'd know a comment that Justin would say now, but I'm just gonna leave it aside and continue.
Pretend he doesn't say anything. Damn it, that didn't come up as an emoticon. I am actually so glad by now they even moved Clown's team from the conversation.
Is it genuinely what he said?
Look what I said, it change it to now.
Oh, so
Okay, we really need to start wrapping this up before we lose our heads completely.
yeah, I think we'll start wrapping it up then. Wrapping it up, putting it in a box, and sending it to Africa.
By Africa, China will pay us more.
True, we'll send it to China. Oh my god, did he actually say that?
Did I actually say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping up the podcast.
What are you playing at? I will start wrapping up. That sounded like what you were saying. It's like.
So, let's get started.
Started?
Make
What?
sure to.
You started an hour ago.
Don't make me start laughing when I'm doing this, because remember it took us like 15 minutes to do it once.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we? Anyway, so make sure to check
I
out.
got the power. You're so turned around.
Yeah, so so make sure to check out our YouTube channels. Mine is
At
www.
youtube.com porn lover. So youtube.com/user/porn lover 14.com.
Can I start this again?
No.
Oh, so that. Make sure to check out our YouTube channels. Mine is www.youtube.com/user/Mr. Dash. Rary's is www.youtube.com/user/Separatist Destroyer /I love white pussy.
What the hell?
Skip that one. Also check out Claire's website at http://claregrant.com. So this has definitely been a way to say goodbye to 2012.
Yeah, a pretty laughable way to end it.
Definitely. I think all I've got left to say is whooping Gangnam Style.
Oh my god. All I've got left to say is welcome to Scotland.
Don't bring that up, Justin. Since you brought it up, there's a part in the song.
Oh my god. I don't want to hear about it.
No. He brought it up. I'm gonna say it now.
Oh god.
There's a part in the song that I was looking like to the original lyrics.
Why can't we be friends?
Apart from that, and it literally says, I think
I
it's,
got the power.
yes, it says that. It says, it says Kopi Hanjani, which to me sounds very familiar to Gopi Anjani.
What the hell?
I'm sorry if you're a listener and you're called Johnny. It's no offense to Johnny's.
I think you're safe. Oh god. Oh my god. Come on, I got the power just sounds completely dirty.
It does. So, we're 13 episodes into the podcast.
Should be 15.
Should be 15.
Oh no, Daniel, I've got bad news for you.
What?
We're ending this year on episode 13. That probably means bad news for next year. As
Oh,
next
no.
year is 2013.
Oh God. Just to warn you in advance, there'll be no podcast next year.
Yeah, that's the bad news, people.
Due to all the technical failures that are due to come.
Yeah, on Daniel's end.
I don't know what the highlight of this year for the Voice of the Republic would be.
I would say interviewing Ashley next time, but we couldn't get her on that episode.
Hopefully we'll get her next year.
Well, definitely I'd say it has to be going to interview the 13. But no, we've had two celebrities in more than one episode. Basically getting to interview all these celebrities who...
Yeah, I think that's been the perfect highlight.
Yeah, easily the highlight. And especially when Chris Monk of course offered to send us 3 signed pictures just for having us on the podcast. That was a nice gesture on his part.
He's the best person we've had on now.
Yeah, well, there's always actually signed Sam Whitwer and Adrian Wilkinson to follow, or Adrienne. I don't know why I keep calling her Adrian. I'm sorry, Adrienne Wilkinson, if you're listening.
Sorry, Justin, but you won't be a highlight of next year.
Oh, burn.
Yeah, so saying goodbye to 2012 and what was
saying
supposed
goodbye to a terrible year and hopefully saying hello to a good year.
So we've had a really fun episode, that's for sure. We got to talk to Claire.
I can't wait to see you at Celebration Europe 2, assuming their plans don't change.
Yeah, and we'll be back to your computer screens on Saturday the 4th of January 2013.
Saturday the 4th?
Saturday the 5th. I just looked at Google.
And Friday the 4th. That's when our next episode will be.
So yeah, our next episode will be Friday the 4th of January 2013. So we'll be back next year, and yeah, so thanks for tuning in once again, and let's hope we have your support all again next year. So from me and Rari, may the force be with you.
May the wolf be with you.
May the force be with you.
Wolf.
Force.
Wolf.
Force.
May the wolf be with you. We just reached a